Welcome back to Film Forever I Love Movies. I'm Will, and right now I'm going to talk to you about Coming to America.
I am King Akeem Joffer, and I believe you are the heir to the throne of Zamunda.
Yes, my son.
I shall bring queens to Zamunda!
He's supposed to be Prince of Wakanda.
Wakanda is a fictional place.
Not to everybody.
I'm a king, I'm a hot over here. What a throne that.
How much child support she getting?
The king pays no child support.
No child support for 30 years and you came back? You was a dummy.
Coming to America.
Coming to America just recently came out March 4th, starring pretty much everybody that was in the first one, plus a few new faces. And what it's about is Prince Akeem, played by Eddie Murphy, learns that he has a bastard son that he didn't know he just had. He just found out. So he goes back to America in Queens to build this relationship with him and, hopefully get him back to Zamunda. Now, what I like what they did, let me start with the positives. The positives, right? And then it'll just, I can really get into the not so positives about this film. But what I did like about this film is who played Akeem's son was Jermaine Fowler, and what was the name of the movie? Lavelle Johnson. So new actor. They didn't give it to a big time, actor. I like that they gave someone else a shot at this role. I also like they brought in Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes was good in this role and funny. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Wesley Snipes in too many funny roles. The serious, just whooping ass that he normally does in his films, which is still dope. I like he had Michael Blackson. He had with Tiana Taylor. Rick Ross. I don't know. Did they use Rick Ross's house? I heard that was Rick Ross's house in Zamunda. I don't know. They had, the funny, talented Lunel. I wish he would have had some more camera time. I wanted to see a little bit more Lunel. But I think my favorite actor in this who definitely did their thing is Leslie Jones, man. She played Lavelle Johnson's mom, right? Normally, Leslie Jones, her personality normally, like on stage and everything, is really big. Sometimes it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit much. I seen her actually live. She was dope live when I seen her in open. Me and my wife, she was good. She was funny, like pretty much every scene, consistently funny. So I really love that. These are the greats. Like my favorite scene in this movie was the scene where Lavelle Johnson, in the beginning, where he's going to get a job, and he's talking to Mr. Duke, played by Colin Yost, comedian Colin Yost, and he was sitting there. Colin Yost was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of, he kind of grew up, rich white guy, grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth, and pretty much acting like he kind of knows all about, he must have grew up without a father, and this and that, and Lavelle Johnson's role pretty much schooled him, but Colin Yost, like he tore that scene apart, man. It was really dope. That was my favorite scene of the whole movie, and and Leslie's character, like probably when she was getting drunk with Sherry Healy's character, the wife of Prince Akeem. So that. Mind you, Sherry Healy really is from Queens. So, just a little fun, random facts. Give me little papers falling. But, let me get into this. I know watching this movie where I've been hearing a lot. Because the first Coming to America is a classic. Super classics. It's my favorite movie, along with, not my favorite, but one of my favorite movies. Just like everyone else. So, going into this, everyone was telling me, like, you can't, don't think of the first one, don't compare it to the first one. And they're right. You should definitely, if you haven't seen this movie, approach it like that. Do not compare it to the first one. Do not compare it to the first one. So when I was watching it, it was hard not to compare it to the first one. Because my thoughts going in when I first heard, if you guys didn't watch that video I put out when, before, like months ago. Like, okay, when you hear new Coming to America coming out, I didn't feel they should touch it. You know what I mean? Like, don't make a sequel, part 2 or whatever. Use the same characters and call it something else. Like, it's, you know, it's something so delicate, such a classic. Don't do that. Like, every scene in that movie was a classic. Man, you know, I'm not trying to bash this film. It definitely wasn't terrible. But if you're going to hold it up next to the original, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. And no, it doesn't take away from the original. No, it doesn't. But I just thought like literally, like, maybe I have to watch it a few more times, but the classic scenes, like I could come off the she's your queen to be, like, you remember that, the bark like a dog. See, this is the thing, it wasn't a lot of original content scenes in the new movie. They were trying to repeat, and I get why they probably do that. They were trying to repeat like scenes from the first one. It's like the whole bark like a dog thing. We get that. And because like a lot of the like people who wasn't even alive back in the day to even see this movie, I ran into a youngster earlier today, and we was I asked him, has he seen the new Coming to America? He said, yeah. I asked him, have you seen the original? And he says, I seen him before, but I forgot about it. I'm like, I'm like, what? Like, he got to go watch that again. No, actually, a lot. He didn't watch part 2 yet. He said he's about to watch part 2, but he kind of glossed over the first one. So you have to, I think for this movie, you have to be able to appreciate the first one. I don't know. So if that makes any sense. So it was hard for me not to compare it to the original. Some of the people, let me get into this. They brought back a lot of people, right? And then some people, they were just bringing them back just to bring them back. And then some people were just random in there. Like, well, all due respect to, you know, Morgan Freeman, shout out. But why was Morgan Freeman in this movie? You know what I mean? It's like certain people who were just so random. But if you're going to bring back, like the cast, right? Not even everyone, but just bring back the main people. They forgot 2 main people. 2 main people. Does anybody know? I'll wait. I got the names right here. For one, they didn't bring back Allison Dean. Patrice McDowell, the sister. The sister. Important role. Now, maybe they try, I don't know the behind the scenes stuff. You know, that's way above my pay grade. But I'm just saying, I would have loved to see her. Would love to see her. And I know I heard the truth about Prince Akeem's mom. You know, rest in peace, because she passed. I get that. And then, who was the other one? Eric LaSalle. Daryl. He was the boyfriend. Sherry Haley's character. So, that would have been good to see those characters in there. Like, that's the main. Yeah, John Amos. Shout out to John Amos. You seen him for a split second. Didn't see him for like most of the movie. Then he popped back in at the end when he gave Prince Akeem some conversation. So, the new cast did their thing. My favorite scene, Colin Yost and Lavelle Johnson. So, it was Mr. Duke, I guess. I'm getting the names all mixed up. So, yeah, I really didn't want to turn this video into just like a bash. You know, Coming to America, man, got a lot of respect for like Eddie Murphy. And like, a lot of my favorite movies came from Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Arsenio Hall, you know, and James Earl Jones. It goes on and on and on. So, I definitely appreciate, I still appreciate it's coming out for those who don't really know about what Coming to America is for the culture. But yeah, y'all tell me, do y'all feel the same way I do, like were you guys comparing it to the first one, you know, or did you enjoy it for what it is? Is there anyone out there that thinks this one is better than the first one? I will publicly shame you. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that, but like, I want to know and tell me, did I miss something? You know, and should I watch it again? You know, like, because, you know, the first Coming to America, I know what's happening. I can just listen to it, you know, and I know what's going on, you know, still laugh right now. But I know, y'all tell me I don't want to continue to drag this out. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. This is Will Film Forever I Love Movies. I'm out.